Alright everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we got a last or one more short horror film to check out. This one here is called Stalked. This one is also by Thinking Art Entertainment. If you guys, you know the drill here. If you want to check out the original video, I always leave it linked down below the reaction video here. So this one I have no idea what it's about. I know the word stalked, what that means. That's a terrible feeling. Yeah, nobody likes to get stalked. At least most people don't. I mean, there's some people that probably love it, right? But mostly everybody generally does not like to get stalked. So I am definitely expecting somebody here feeling uncomfortable about somebody watching them and all of that. So it looks like it's going to be mostly an unsettling film, maybe with some jump scares in it. Who knows? I'm definitely excited to check this out. Also, I have a Try Not to Laugh right after this video. If you guys love those, stay tuned for those. And also I have a speed drawing that is going to be still edited, and then I'll upload that. This is a portrait that I just did for a client. So, portraits they're not really popular because, you don't know who these people are. People that are unfamiliar, right? So you don't really know who they are. People don't really get excited about those. But nevertheless, it really means a lot to the people that I did it for, so when it has a deep connection to the client, right, that's what matters to me most. But even though it's for somebody else, I love to record the process in general about the painting. So I always like to show you guys, kind of like how it builds up little by little. And me, myself, I enjoy the process more than the finished result. So I like how everything starts to come together. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying those, time-lapse videos. If you like to watch the process of, a finished painting or a finished drawing, right? Eventually a finished painting and drawing. So stay tuned for that as well, you guys. But let's go ahead and jump into this here. Before I do, though, if you are enjoying the channel, guys, don't forget to subscribe down below here. And also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you're notified every time I upload a video. And also leave a comment. I'm always very excited, very happy to read your guys' comments. And thank you to those who have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you guys for your support. Can't do this without you. All right, so now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into this here. And of course, let's get scared. That never leads to anything good.
Hey, you guys. We are finally here. 7 hours of driving has brought us to...
The middle of nowhere.
Nope, not the middle of nowhere. Okay, kind of the middle of nowhere, but if it was easy, everybody would do it. You all know Katie here, so please show her channel some love. Smash that subscribe button, ting that notification bell, and tell your grandmoms. Katie, you want to tell them where we are today?
So, according to your votes from our most recent poll, we spent all day in Mike's busted up ride to bring you to Slaughter Hill. One of the weirdest, creepiest, coolest bits of abandoned America you'll ever come across.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, this place was not easy to find, but we're here, so let's get after it. Are you ready?
Ready.
Did you get it? Steph? Steph?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good. Get a quick pan of these woods, and then follow us as we walk into the trees from behind, past that sign. Come on. Much coverage before the sun goes down.
This is gonna take us like 10 times longer than usual, Mike.
You told me to find someone.
She's up to something. Did you guys see the facial reaction she just had right now? Like her face. I think she's up to something.
So check it out, right? This is Crenshaw Farm. That marks the furthest point on Slaughter Hill.
Now, if you've never heard of it before, Slaughter Hill is an entire 19th century town that was just completely abandoned. No trace whatsoever of any of the town's inhabitants. What exactly happened here?
Who knows? Got it.
So, this is what we're here for? The farm?
The farm is just the beginning. All right, if you go past it a little bit, we're gonna find a schoolhouse, like an old-timey one-room deal. Go past that, and there's a main street. All right, it's got like a general store, houses, apothecary.
What, you mean an apothecary?
Whatever. All right, you know what I'm talking about.
So we're looking for a ghost town.
Yeah, that's kind of our thing. Have you even watched our channel?
I don't know about this. Maybe we should just go.
What, are you afraid of ghosts?
Ghosts? No. Getting arrested?
You all have to worry about that. All right, scoped it out. Ranger comes maybe once, twice a night, right? They patrol just the perimeter of it. Nobody comes back here. Ghosts, on the other hand, ghouls, werewolves, witches. Whoa.
Guess that scarecrow still works.
You know what? I got a new idea for a cold open. Yeah, why don't you guys go to the barn, shoot some shots of it. We'll get back here in 20 before we go into town.
What?
Now, it's gonna get dark.
Hey, what's your problem with me?
No problem.
Bullshit, you've been giving me attitude since we met.
Look, can we just get the shots we need and get out of here, please?
Sure, sweetie.
So they're like in a do not enter zone. They don't know what happens there, at least like up to the point of where they've read about it or they've heard about it. But they're not even armed. They don't have any like camping gear or anything in case they, I don't know, get stranded or stuck in there.
This is the creepiest fucking thing. You are ugly, my friend. Don't worry. I'll make your internet famous. So here's the deal. You hang there, and I'll do all the talking.
Can you hurry it up? We already lost the sun. So we're here at the old Crenshaw farm. We're definitely gonna move through here and check this place out. Who knows what kind of old stuff we're gonna find. Are you sure this place is abandoned? Oh my god, you know the camera picks up your audio too, right?
Just edit it out. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Mike from Abandoned America here, coming to you from a cornfield with my new co-host. That's so stupid. Come on, act like you cares. 1 million subs. 1 million subs. What's up, guys? How are you? Mike from Abandoned America. Listen, last time we promised you an amazing adventure from the wilds of Pennsylvania. Well, here we are at... Where the hell are we? Crenshaw Farm, Slaughter Hill. Slaughterfield? Slaughter Hill. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Crow. I normally don't need more than one take. I guess you're kind of... What the fuck? So
dumb. Why? What is he doing all alone in the cornfield?
It's creepy.
Jesus, man. There's people making
What do we have
dumb
here?
decisions.
Looks like the farmer's daughter was having some fun. Careful with that. That's probably like ancient.
It's Fredericks of Hollywood.
Okay, so?
I thought no one else had been here.
Look, whatever. Just get a shot of me finding it from a better angle this time. Sure, sweetie. What?
What?
Okay, I've had about enough.
You know what? Why don't you film yourself? Get your own views and stop leeching off my brother.
Oh, they're siblings.
So gross as shit.
Oh my god.
Alright, fuck this.
You scared the shit out of me.
That's what you heard.
What?
Nothing. It's crazy.
Okay.
Where's Kate?
Oh, well, your genius girlfriend can be found exploring the barn. Oh.
Let's go join her.
Guess this place really is abandoned, guys. So I am exploring the barn by myself, which is not the best feeling. But it's worth it to give you guys this footage. Check this out. I don't know if that's blood or rust, but it's really creepy. I'm like actually scared, guys. I'm like actually scared, guys.
You know, I know you don't like her very much, but would it kill you to cut Kate some slack?
You're right. Don't like her. I think she's using you to get subscribers. But do you want to know what else I don't like? This place. It's giving me the creeps. So can we please just go home?
It's just a silly ghost town.
There's something wrong here, Mike.
Why doesn't he tell her about the crow? The
It's
scarecrow.
just off.
What do we have here?
Surprised he hasn't told her about the scarecrow that just disappeared behind him. He's super casual.
Oh my god. I think someone lives here.
I don't understand.
Understand what?
This place is abandoned.
It is.
Then who planted all this corn?
Well, it's corn. It probably just like seeded itself or something.
Are you fucking serious?
I don't know. It's not something to get worked up about. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Kate!
did she wear?
I don't know. She was here.
It's still recording.
Oh, she actually recorded the whole thing. Or, like, it was still on while she got kidnapped.
Is that blood?
It's crazy.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Oh, dude, I thought. Wow. I thought she had like an eye missing or something. But that's still disgusting. Jeez. Should have grabbed something from that farm. It's like Jason, some like Jason type of horror, like slasher.
Oh my god, what the fuck just happened? She's fucking dead. She's fucking dead. Oh god.
Like, why would they go into the cornfield? Why did they have to go through there to get back to where they came from? That's just a dumb decision. Just get away. Yeah, just run. Honestly. Shoot. Keep going. Man, don't tell me she's gonna fall. I swear, I'm gonna just. I am expecting her to fall right now. Okay. They always fall. Oh my god. Dude, she was about to call for help. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is some. Oh, this is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. gonna say, there are more victims. Yep. Oh my god. That's crazy, man. I did not expect that kind of ending. The whole cornfield was just filled with previous victims. That was like, damn. Influencers. This was good, y'all. All right, y'all. So there you have it. That was Stalked. I honestly thought this was gonna be like a stalker film because of the word stalked. I totally misunderstood the word in the beginning. I honestly thought that was gonna be the thing, but no, this is like the stalked, right? Like the scarecrow stalked. Yeah, totally was not expecting that, but as soon as I saw the scarecrow, I knew this was gonna. I mean, whenever you see a scarecrow in a film, you know things are gonna turn out bad, right? I mean, there's no question about it. I mean, so let's start off with these influencers that come in here into this like abandoned place called Slater Hill, and they, you know, we can see that they want to make like a documentary, like a video, a scary video, in order to get like views and increase their channel right on YouTube. I've seen so many YouTubers do this where they go to a haunted house. They do like a challenge to where if they lose, they'll go visit a haunted place and stay the night, all of that, right? So I've seen plenty of YouTubers do that, and you know, it's a really good strategy. You know, they like really, what do you call it? Like go the extra mile, like sacrifice their own, you know, what is it called? Like sacrifice their own time, like their own fears or whatever, just to get like views and all of that. So I think that's something I probably wouldn't do. You know, that's way too much. But I mean, this definitely felt relatable, like real to a lot of what you see on YouTube, you know, with all these people streaming and going to these abandoned places, even showing like videos in their house to get views, like if there's a ghost in their house or whatever. So I mean, yeah, we got these two it's this couple, right, trying to visit this abandoned place, Slater Hill, to report, you know, what's going on there and give the audience some info and background about the place there. So we can see that there's not a very good relationship happening between the girlfriend and the filmer, right, the camera girl. There's like some tension going on there, and I thought this was going to get resolved somehow, but it just doesn't. It doesn't really go anywhere. They just kind of like remain hating each other, and that's pretty much it. Like it all just kind of gets forgotten because we know later that the girlfriend dies brutally, right? So I didn't think they needed that in the film. It was just kind of, you know, it was pointless to the story. I think that if it would have gotten somewhere to where it would have made sense at the end, or maybe you would have had some kind of like connection at the end where their hatred towards each other turns into friendship because they have to save each other. I thought that was going to happen, but it didn't really lead to that. It just led to the other girl just getting killed, and that was it. So yeah, I mean, I think that was one of the things I didn't think should have belonged in the story there. But other than that, you know, we have them eventually split right before everything happens, everything goes wrong. The boyfriend goes off into the cornfield, you know, and he runs into the scarecrow, and the two girls go into this abandoned barn. Really horrible decision making there. Just because they don't know what's there. They know that there's people that have gone missing there. They're totally oblivious to their surroundings, so they just go ahead and just split, go their own ways. And so the boyfriend just ends up in the cornfield filming himself there. Again, really dumb choices there. I don't know why he's doing that. You know, they should have just stayed together in that abandoned place. They're not even armed, you know, to start it off. Like, they don't have anything like where they can defend themselves, like pepper spray or a taser or some kind of weapon. They don't have anything like that. They just have a camera and themselves. And then the girlfriend is dressed like she's going to the gym or do some Pilates or something. So it's just they're wearing really well, at least she's wearing clothes that is not suited to the environment there. The other two just look pretty, casually dressed and all that. But yeah, so the boyfriend is just recording himself in front of this scarecrow, and we see it eventually just kind of disappear right in the middle of his takes. It just disappears behind him, and he freaks out, and then the scene cuts, and then we get this kind of back and forth right between the boyfriend and the two girls, and then the girlfriend is trying to get some shots, some like videos in the abandoned farm and show some evidence of what's going on there. And so they continue to, like, her and the camera girl continue with the tension, and just eventually the camera girl just is fed up with it, and she goes, you film yourself. And so she just ends up filming herself. The other girl eventually runs into the boyfriend. And then we have, of course, a jump scare when that happens, right? That encounter between the two siblings, right? So when we have that encounter, there's supposed to be like a jump scare, but I didn't really, like, it kind of got me a little bit, but not that much. Probably because I have really bright light around me, I don't know. But it didn't really get me too much. I kind of saw it coming as soon as he was going to start running away. So, as they're walking through the cornfield, not at any point, the brother tells the sister that he just saw the scarecrow disappear behind him. He doesn't say anything to her. They're just kind of talking, and the guy's like, despite that happening to him, he's still like, oh, don't get all worked up, the sister says, how does this abandoned place still have a cornfield, right? Which is a great question. And he just says, oh, I think corn just grows itself. Like, that was a really dumb thing to say. And then you can see the reaction of the sister. But that wasn't even the dumbest part. It's just that he's not even telling her about what he saw, which is the worst thing. A scarecrow become alive and just disappear behind him. He didn't even bring that up. So, yeah, everything was just going wrong here. And then as they're talking, you hear the screaming happening in the distance with the girlfriend, right? We see a clip of her before where she has the scarecrow man, come up behind her, and just he takes her, right? And so when later the two siblings hear the scream, they run towards the farm, and then they eventually find her body there with like half her face peeled off. I honestly thought she was missing an eye. That looked really disturbing from afar, but then they zoom into her face, and it's just like a chunk of her skin missing, right? Where you can see her flesh there, which was still, quite disturbing, and really well done too with the makeup. I like that. That was really, really brutally realistic. So as they're freaking out here, they're seeing, after they see the girlfriend dead, the scarecrow comes out of the dark and then starts chasing the siblings, throughout the whole environment, or like outside. They run away, and he starts chasing them through the field. Eventually the siblings make their way into the cornfield, which is another dumb decision making going on there. I don't know why they would run into a maze, but I guess when you're scared, you have adrenaline going on, you just don't think you're gonna run into somewhere where, people just can't find you or see you, like that. Previous film I saw, 44, right? She runs into an abandoned building with lots of floors and all that. Excellent film, by the way. I loved the story on that one. But this one here, right? They're running through the cornfield, and this is, this was just dumb decision making, because this is where the boyfriend previously saw this scarecrow come alive. So, he runs into the same place where he could probably, reincarnate in there somewhere in the field, or just, I can't even, what's the other word I'm looking for? Spawn, he can just spawn out of nowhere. He clearly disappeared behind him earlier. So how is he just going into there, knowing that scarecrow was there in that same field? So, anyway, they run into there, and eventually they kind of split, and they're hiding in between the stalk of corn. And the scarecrow manages to get to the brother first, and he gets him, right? He just pulls him back into the cornfield and disappears. And then the girl begins to run, which was, I'm so happy that she was like just straight up running. She wasn't even looking back. She was just going for the exit. Really, really good. I was just rooting for her. I thought, honestly, this character was going to survive. So, unfortunately, she stops, right, to catch her breath, which was, not a good choice at that moment. She should probably keep running, even if she slows down her pacing, but she just keep going, right? But she stops and catches her breath in the middle of a chase, right? This guy's clearly behind her, the scarecrow. And she sees these lights in the distance. I think it's probably the police that were like monitoring the area there. And so she sees the lights flashing and she's about to like wave her arms up so that way they can see her. But before she can do that, the scarecrow catches up to her and just slices her into like 3 pieces, which looked fantastic, looked super disgusting. I think they did such a good job in that part. I did not expect that. I thought they were gonna, have at least one character survive out of this story, but none survived, which was still just as good. I mean, I love when endings are, like realistically hopeless, right? So you can't really outrun this murderer. There's no way out, and it just ends up with you dying, right? So sometimes I like when films go that direction, and I do also appreciate when they have a survivor there and they escape. But no, unfortunately, this character doesn't escape either. And then at the end, we get this final shot with her getting, hung onto the post there where the scarecrow used to be. And, half her body's missing. You can just see the top part of her body just hanging there. And then the camera begins to pan across the cornfield. You can see now that also the girlfriend is on one of the stalks there. And then the brother, and then it just keeps going through the field. And as I was starting to expect, like, okay, now you see, we're probably gonna see more victims of his, and yeah, it just continues to show like more and more victims. Like it shows like 2 maybe, and then a quick little like pause. It shows a third, but then it just keeps like widening the shot, and then you see a bunch of people just in the form of a scarecrow within the cornfield, which was super haunting. I think they did such a good job there. I did not expect that kind of reveal either, towards the end of the film. So really, really good job. I just think, the decision making of these, mainly the influencers, the 2, YouTubers, was just horrible. They should have gone there with some kind of, weaponry or something to protect themselves, because they don't know where they are. Not even the guy couldn't remember where he was when he was trying to vlog or whatever. So I'm just like, yeah, they're clearly walking into a trap, and they know it, but they just keep going, And I was clearly rooting for the girl that was filming, because she was, feeling off about it and saying, hey, we should get out of here. So that was, me as well. Like, hey, y'all should get out of here. You shouldn't even be messing around with this place just to get views. I mean, it's really not worth it. And then same goes to people that are, I'm nobody to tell them what to do, but I just think in general, like it's not worth it risking your life, maybe to the point where you're provoking like maybe a panic attack or some kind of trauma, just because you want to get followers or subscribers, or to just impress people in your channel. Like these people that are just gone to so far to go to haunted mansions or haunted houses, or just daring things that are just not necessary to get views. Unfortunately, again, like they work, they're catchy videos, so I can see why they do them. But at the end of the day, I just feel like, they end up with like, it all stays in their consciousness at the end. They end up kind of facing their own demons after that, and possibly traumatized to the point where they don't do it anymore, right? They just go on to their normal videos. It's like, why you do that in the first place, But yeah, I just feel like it has its consequences doing that. So clearly these guys faced brutal, serious consequences to the point where they just passed away. All of them were just murdered brutally. But all in all, this film was very enjoyable. I really liked the whole reveal at the end. Fantastic. And this was just a whole combination of like Jeepers Creepers, I said Jason earlier, right? But like the not Friday the 13th. What are they called? I can't even think right now. Because Friday the 13th is Michael's, right? Or Michael Myers, right? Michael Myers, right? So I forgot what the Jason movies are called, right? But you guys know what I'm talking about, the hockey mask guy. And then you have, what did I say? Jeepers Creepers and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So this was like a mix of all 3, which I thought really worked well. I did. I really liked it. At the end, I forgot to mention previously where we see the skin of the other woman, of the girlfriend on the killer's face. Totally haunting. Really, really scary. I mean, it reminds me, if you guys watch the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like early 2000s film, where we have like one character surviving at the end. fantastic ending too. Oh my god! But there's a scene where you know, the Texas Chainsaw guy, he's wearing the skin of a guy, like the whole face of a guy on his, you know, on his own face, just wearing his skin, right? And it was so haunting, that image. I mean, it still stays in my head. It like, even the shot that they have for that, it's like in the dark, and then you see like some lights kind of hitting his face there, just kind of casting some really strong shadows beneath the like the sockets, right? Even like on the bottom, and then the mouth hole. I was terrified when I saw that shot, man. And then they even slow it down to where it just goes slow motion. You can see like the skin kind of, you know, waving a little bit. Yeah, very, very good. So this part where I saw the girl skin on the killer's face really reminded me of that. So yeah, I mean, fantastic reveal at the end, man. I really enjoyed that. I like the whole idea of the scarecrow as well. You know, the whole concept there was good. So yeah, for the most part, I really enjoyed this movie, this short film here. What did you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts, you guys. And yeah, stay tuned for that time-lapse drawing and that Try Not to Laugh reaction. I'm going to have that coming up for you soon. So thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Once again, leave a comment down below, you guys. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe as well. Take care of yourselves.